Everyone who is registered using the link above on our website
there we
for
go.
this training is going to receive the Magic in Your Mind program, and we will send that out to you via email probably sometime later today. But it's essential that you're registered, okay? Just being a member of the Facebook group is not enough. Just watching on YouTube is not enough. You gotta register on our website, okay? Otherwise, we've got no way to send it out to you. Okay, now tomorrow's training is going to be another fabulous lesson for you.
Okay, so everybody, yeah, I'm not sure how well you'll hear me at the moment. I've got my laptop over here. I'm getting organized, get ready to connect to the general thing. So, you know, connect. Okay. There's the camera. Can you hear me? Okay. Not as much feedback as I thought before. No. Not big. Get out of there. That'll give me. Okay. Mute. So. Okay, yeah. That fix it? Did that fix it? Hey, am I still getting feedback? Oh, yep. So mute that. Okay, feedback is done. Good morning. I'll start doing the paints on my palette. I always do the 9 colors that I primarily use: red, black, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, white, and the last one's clear. And the clear is done as a connection to air, water, unseen vibrations, and energies. I need to pull out fresh. Bought some new orange paint the other day because I was definitely a little low. I'm gonna open that up, put it on the palette. The one I had was dying. Had a bunch of different people buying some paints recently, so I actually don't need to buy any more paints currently. And yellow. Now, I don't know if you can really see what I'm doing at the moment. Green. Yellow, green, purple, blue.
Hi, everybody. I'm out.
Whoa, guess I'm using a bit more blue today than anticipated. Some purple. And the pink. Get some white. White. And need some black. Let's see, what black do I have? Go over here to the pizza box. Pull out my black paint. Black paint in the pizza box. Black paint. Black. And I don't use much black because a little goes a long way. Now, besides that, you'll bucket for a second. Get my water over here. 3, 2, 1 waters. Put 2 over here. And yeah, probably. So I got my paints, got my colors, got my box. How it's set up. Take this guy. What I'm going to work with. Now for the visualization practice, I go in order from black to red to orange to yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, white, and then clear. I use 10 chakra colors, clear being a source connection, black also being source connection. Most people mistake the color black as negative energy, when in fact it's just being buried like a seed. So I add some paint. So the seed work with the color black onto my palette. And my exercise for black when I do it physically, because the visualization practice runs me through every color in a physical exercise in my mind. So black I do as pull-ups. Red I do as sit-ups. Orange, right planking, strengthen your core. Yellow is the other side, left planking, more core strength. After doing orange and yellow, I end up with green, and green is I use green as push-ups, also your heart's chakra, your connection to everything living, hope, joys, positivity. So the color green is very powerful. And then you use blue chakra, which is your throat chakra. And the throat chakra is your voice, your ability to speak up for yourself, finding things vibrationally attuned with your world. I'm putting a little red on my palette on there now. And then from the blue chakra, I go to the purple chakra, which is your intuition, third eye, connection to innate abilities that most of us ignore, like being able to read body language, being able to intuitively know you've been somewhere or seen something before. All those little insights that you get, that impression like I should turn left instead of right now. Those are insights from the universe guiding you. And that's a third eye chakra, the unseen, the ability to connect with that around you. Then, because I do my visualization technique a little differently than other people, I reordered the chakras and brought the pink chakra to under the white chakra so that your pink healing energy comes from within. Because we all know the body has innate abilities to heal itself. You see it every time you cut yourself, every day your hair grows. Everything regenerates in the human body. Exponential growth. So the healing energy from pink, I put below the white energy for meditation. Then the white energy and my pink exercise, or rather my purple exercise is jump rope physically. My pink exercise is jumping jacks because it activates all the body's meridian systems, which also increases blood flow and blood flow, as we know, is a connection to the regenerative properties that are hidden within our own DNA. So then when I move to the white chakra is actually myself in a sitting position, meditating. And with each meditation, I'm using the colors for each chakra as energy to spin around me physically. Like I can picture each color in its own light ring spinning around me, energetically vibrating in that color. Each color, I visualize myself with those exercises. So when I look around every day, because I actually physically do the exercises as well as visualize them, I can look at anything green and see myself doing push-ups. I look at anything orange, I see myself doing right planks. I look at yellow, I'm left planking. I look at red, I'm doing sit-ups. I look at black, I'm doing pull-ups. I look at blue, I'm making noise and doing a horse dance from martial arts, which is a position of strength and power, while energetically using a sound to control my breathing. The purple one, I do jumping jacks, and I visualize the rope moving around me as spinning energy that repels negativity and pulls in positivity. The reason the centrifugal force of the spinning image of light moving around you like a magnetic field does around the planet repels the negative and absorbs positive is because the entire practice is designed with positive abundance and growth mindset in mind. You become what you consume. If you're consuming positivity, you become positive. If you consume negativity, doubt, fear, you become negative, doubtful, and fearful. Abundance is our right as humans because God didn't want us to have a lack. Sure, we struggle, but that's mostly us in our own way, not understanding that we're supported through all time, space, dimensions, and realities by our higher self. So, like I said, I move each color with my white meditation into spinning spheres around me. As each color spins, I've imbued them with positivity and abundance because I've built the practice over time and continue to work with it. So as I'm painting on different colors and using the inspiration of visual that I have in my head of myself doing the color workouts, saying the sounds, counting numbers. Yes, and as I built up the practice, every color has a number that corresponds to it. So when I say a number, I can see the color and the exercises as well. Because the more you make it connect to you energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, happiness, love, joy, the more easily you can become it. I am abundant because I know I am. Because the world's abundant. Because there's, even when it's cloudy, even when it's night, the sun still shines. It's just a matter of perspective. Every one of those stars in the sky is a sun somewhere that's just a little further out of reach than we think. But it's still shining light at us. So the pillars work in conjunction with each other to bring forth all your energetic understandings. So when I take and have worked every color into a sphere around me in the white chakra energy in a meditative state, I actually use both the shower. I use hot and cold to sink it into my physical being. So every morning when I get up, I do the full visualization from black through red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, white, and clear under hot water up to the clear, and I circle and I spin these energy rings in place while I go. And individually, they become linked under hot. And then when I get to the top of clear, I switch from hot water to cold water and make it connect through cold signatures as well, and work my way back down through the numbers. So if I start at black at 1 and work my way up to 10 as clear under hot water, once I hit clear and have done a full rotation and lock that energy in place under hot, I then switch to cold water. And then we'll control the breathing and count backwards from clear to white to pink, purple, to blue, to green, yellow, orange, red, to black under the cold water while circling those in place as well. So energetically, this brings into my meditation and visualization practice a connection between hot and cold breathing. Every inhale is cool air coming in and supporting you. Every exhale is negative, bad waste being exhaled from your person. So that even through just breathing, you can connect to every color, every exercise, and the visuals. Let's see. That pretty much covers what to do in the shower for the process. Like I said before, each color has physical exercise, and black's pull-ups, red is sit-ups. And the way I do my sit-ups for red is I'll do 3 sit-ups for red black. I'll do 3 sit-ups for red red. I do 3 for red orange. So in effect, when I do my red for sit-ups, I go through each color while visualizing myself in a red energy body, and then also encasing each set of exercises in the color corresponding to that particular chakra number that I'm working on at that moment. So that if I'm doing number 3, but I am under the red exercise for sit-ups, I would be doing a 3 sit-ups, but it's red orange, and I also am visualizing myself while physically doing the sit-ups, side planking the other exercise for the orange, so that you create synergy between each colors. And the breathing aspect allows you to be able to access your visualization practice anytime with just breathing and taking a number count from 1 to 10 or 10 to 1. Makes it simple. And usually on the side planking for right in orange and side planking for left in yellow, I end up doing it about a minute on each side, but like every 30 seconds, I switch and adjust positions, focus on pulling the core in at the same time so that it holds. And so originally I just started with looking at chakra colors and working with mantras and things with each color. And I realized that you need a rounded holistic approach. So it means you need to bring in all aspects of everything: physical, emotional, mental. I mean, I haven't included smells yet because truthfully through a Zoom, it's really going to be hard to express to you what the smell color yellow is. Although lemon would be a good example. But then with lemon, anything citrusy could be orange too. So, like crushed cherries are a great smell for red, blueberries for blue, green, fresh grass, as much as it kills me. Yes, allergic to spring grass. Fun, fun, fun. But every color has a purpose. And if you have a spot where you feel like you don't like a color, whatever that color is you don't like is what you need to work on. You don't like the color yellow? Well then, whatever that color represents chakra-wise, emotionally, mentally, physically, is the area you're blocked in. Because you could have preferences for a color. But if you have a dislike for a color, it means that you have a negative association to that frequency and vibrant energy and abundance that's all around you. And that's something you need to fix. If you're blocking yourself from the color green and you're having trouble accessing why you like green or dislike green, well, if you live in America, your money's green. If you have a problem with green, you're automatically blocking yourself from accessing abundance through finances. Makes no sense, but hey. As an example, somebody once said that they had trouble with the color yellow. My first thought immediately was to ask them what sort of relationships with their friends they hold. Friendship is the color yellow, which means there's a good chance that that person feels disconnected and has difficulty being on a level of direct connection with their friends on a daily basis. Well, these are all just impressions and assumptions from things that I get from insight because I am constantly accessing that aspect of my creationism. And by creationism, what I really mean is every one of us have a unique ability to create things. Something that's never been seen before, created or done. The idea and the likeness that creating something is, it's like being on the same level as God in some way. Because God gave us the ability to think, create. Essentially, we can be as gods are, and that we have the ability to create things out of thin air, out of thought, out of energy, out of connection to all knowledge through space-time dimensions and realities, we are an exponential expression of God's love and for access to knowledge. So there's a bunch of stuff. Check the computer. So I don't know if everybody's getting a good view of what I've been working on. I'll move my other camera closer. Get a good view on that. Putting some colors on paper, circles of energy. Well, it's not even paper, it's canvas. Boom, boom. Turn it this way there. See if I'll cut off on there a little. There we go, a little better on the colors there. So a lot of the energy stuff I talk about, once you understand the applied concepts of compound knowledge, you start with sounds, then you learn sentences, then you learn the structures and shapes that create the letters. With each piece of information, you gain access to the next piece of information, and it builds up on itself. Exactly the same way I work my energy shielding. Every piece that I can connect with, I build upon, like knowing that you can, with the inhaling and exhaling breath work, you inhale black, you exhale black. You have 10 main points for inhalation and exhalation on the center of each specific chakra color. But because it's breathing, you do transitional work as well, whereas you go in black, out black, then the next one is in black, red, out black, red. You don't want to isolate the colors from each other in such a way that there isn't synergy. So if you can breathe in and out transitionally with each color, yes, it's more breath work, but at the same time, the focus brings in your own ability to control what you put out. If you control your breath, you have control over your life forces. What color is missing on there? I'm missing a little bit of light blue. Lighter blue on here. Get some side in. I like that color. Now, and when I do the paintings, part of this is I actually designed this meditation and visualization process, both as a way of freeing your mind, body, and spirituality to access all knowledge through time, space, dimensions, and realities, and as a way of scheduling myself to paint every couple of weeks as an artist. Because if you don't take the time to make yourself do things, it gets away from you. Like yesterday, I spent all day working on reading, studying, and connecting with team, only to realize that I missed my meditation and visualization practice that I do for everyone. So once I realized it was missed, I rescheduled and set it up for today because, well, consistency and follow through. I miss one day, make it up another. The more everything you do leads into itself. Every painting I've done is already done. It's been completed. Time is a construct that is used so we understand energy and matter and space. And yet the construct is just that, a construct. It is not real. What is real is the air we breathe, the water we drink, the vibrations around us are real, even though they're not seen. So we know that the universe supports us energetically all the time. Let's see, I'm looking at 34, so I probably got a few minutes left on the Zoom. If you have any questions or want to ask me anything, I'd be down with that. I think I'm just about done with my painting for now. Sometimes you have to come back to your paintings another day and do some drawing. Most of the paintings I do for the meditation are free flowing. I don't have pre-thought up what I'm painting. I don't have pre-drawn anything on my palette. A lot of painters, once I go on the road again, I will end up with taking a take, and instead of bringing the paints, I will bring some colored pencils and drawings, and I will make sure that the drawing is done well enough so that I can then copy and paint the drawings. Because functionally, having all the paints in the car for a long trip don't work, and it's also a lot more feasible for me to just grab all the drawing materials and just go sit somewhere for a few minutes. I definitely want to continue doing the paintings on the road, and also looking to continue the meditation practice. I'm looking at doing once or twice weekly after dark meditation before bed. Get your mind good for your dreams and connecting to the subconscious while you sleep. My only grievance or thought about that not being a great idea is ultimately, if you study sleep patterns, you'll realize at the end of the day, when you want to be getting towards meditation and sleep, the last thing you really want is to have those blue screens on and be stuck watching. You don't really want to be on your computers before bed. It affects your overall state of sleep. It keeps you from getting deep sleep. Erase that. How you doing, Trevor?
Great, man. Like super new, but you said focus on like 10 colors, right? Could you like list them right quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Traditionally the chakra colors go red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, white, and pink. The way I do it is I have 10 colors, and it starts black to red to orange to yellow to green to blue to purple. I rearrange pink so your pink comes after purple, so your healing energy comes from within instead of without. Then goes purple, pink, and then white. White is usually the crown chakra with pink on top, which is why I put the pink healing energy below the white so that the energy comes from within. The white chakra I use as a meditation position that I visualize myself meditating and doing energy work with each color of every chakra. And then the last one I use, number 10, is clear. And the reason I use clear is because you can't see magnetic fields, you can't see radio waves, you can't see the air. And most of the time, if you're drinking good water, it's clear. It's all the unseen energies from the universe supporting you in unique and abundant ways. When I visualize all these colors, I take the concept of a morphogenic field that surrounds every atomic atom in the universe. It's an energy circle with a donut, basically with a donut hole in the middle. And I view myself as energetically being in the center of that hole, while all the energies cycle through me in a never-ending loop. So the clear energy is source energy from the universe or God that you have access to at all times. And it comes in through your meditative state, which is a constant state of being able to access everything through breathing, numbers, colors. Each practice builds on itself so that it becomes easier and easier to connect to source and or your chakras. And then I just work my way through each chakra and work on every color.
Great, man. Yeah, I'll try this. Like, I did it for 2 seconds and I kind of feel it in my head already. Like, whack.
Yep. So if you the concept of the infinity loop, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the figure 8, all time, space, dimensions, and realities. Even up leveling the words you use will change your own reality. I don't try anything anymore. I attempt it. I can try 1,000 times and fail. But just by attempting once, I've already succeeded because I've taken action. Replace try with attempt, and your world starts to shift.
Awesome.
Like I don't try a meditation practice. I attempt to visualize every day in the shower. The visualization practice right here in my head every day in the shower. I literally, like mornings with Nano, when he does his visualization meditation, he looks at the east. I actually start at the west and I literally spin myself around in each color and end back facing west, because you can't stare at the sun for too long, you'll go blind. So I take the reassurance that the sun's at my back, shining the path ahead of me. I don't blind myself by staring into the sun as I take in the energy. But I also do it as a visualization under each. In the shower, black I circle in place, red I circle in place. So each color under hot goes in a circle that when I go to white, I can see those circles, bring them up into a geosphere that spins around me mentally in my head while I'm sitting there like Buddha meditating with this energetic ball of different colors spinning around me. And as I work with each color or exercise, I add mantras in for positivity and abundance. Oh man, know where my mantra book is. I like to use my pocket mantra book. I open up. Healing mantras. I will be kind to myself. I will take care of my needs before others. And that's number 18. Open up the mantra book sometimes. Like if you You want to pick a number between 14 and 156? I'll give you your mantra.
210.
What number?
10.
It's between 14 and 156.
Right. 42.
Boom, 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 boom. 42. And honestly, the power of gratitude will do amazing things too. But when you do gratitude, don't forget to add in forgiveness for the things that you expect of yourself and others. Because if you can't forgive yourself, you can't be grateful for others. I think that pretty much covers it all. I got about a minute left. I imagine this will probably end here in a sec.
That's cool, man. It was helpful.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get questions or you want a mantra or something, feel free to message me. This is what I'm doing. I have my art business and I'm trading as well. I'm learning all the aspects doing this. And one of the things for me is doing this helps get me out of my comfort zone a little bit because, well, I still have issues with technology not liking me some days.
Everyone has their own button.
If you go to my YouTube channel, the first couple of videos I started, you can really tell that I have no idea what I'm doing with it. And then as I progress, it gets better.
Heck yeah, man. Just little thing. I was researching YouTube for a second. I don't remember what software they use, but find a way to post videos in live content instead of regular, and it'll go up.
Okay. Live content videos. That's good to know.
Yeah,
I appreciate
that. You can even use your pre-recorded stuff, and you just look up software to upload it as a live video. It'll get better algorithmically in YouTube.
That's cool. Yeah, I just kind of building some content on there at the moment, and I upload these after they're done recording to the YouTube channel all the time because, well, the ends also help me introduce people to the fact that I'm trading full time with I Am Academy and have access to educators and go live strategies and literally copy and paste to make money in minutes. Hell yeah. Every bit works on itself. I also like to change the colors on the chart sometimes. Like on doing my top-down analysis, I see a lot of people use green lines for their resistance and red lines for their support, but they do it all the time on every time limit, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So I've adapted to using the same color for support and resistance within each time frame so that I can see it more easily.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just whatever works with you.
I was finding that using red and green, I was starting to lose my lines in the candles.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
So I started using purple for day and blue for 4 hour and yellow for 1 hour.
Okay. Yeah, I've literally been thinking about that, like trying to get them all differentiate. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, and you figure if you keep consistent with the purple and do whatever color is easiest for you, obviously, but if you
Right.
have it set so that when you're doing top-down time analysis, you end up with the same color top and bottom on day, 4 hour, hour. And then my hack today was instead of doing high and low for the half hour, I just did a rectangular box with the same color where the bottom of the box and the top of the box were the support shorten the resistance on the half hour.
Okay.
So that when you drop down to the 15-minute and then 5 and 3, you actually can see you're within that half hour green span, but you can also see your day 4 hour. Like I was looking at Euro JPY, and once I got to the hour time chart, you can't see the bottom purple day box at all, because it's up near the ceiling
Near the
instead
top.
of the floor.
Yeah. And that thing's going down then, huh? Man. Huh.
Euro JPY, yeah. It was definitely looking at. I'll make this a little closer. Boom. My biting for today.
Legit. I like it.
They're mostly abstracts because I just have the colors on at the top.
Mhm.
But then, like, I'll probably come back to this in a day or two and fill in some other stuff and do some drawing on it, and then toss it up on my Facebook store. Well, one of the things is that every time I do a video of the meditation and painting, I create a visual record of me actually doing the work. Therefore, each one of the paintings I do it while I'm here, I put up on my page for a price. It has more intrinsic value because people can see me making it. Other than what do you do for art and stuff, or reading?
I guess I'm like, I dive really deep into stuff. So I've been like lately, I've been going hard in these, like all the logs in IM. Like there's too much. There's 24 hours a day type videos. Whew. Let's see.
Yeah.
I guess like hiking. I get outside when I can.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely. Well, I live up in Stowe, Vermont, so I actually get to hike a bunch, and I do a little bit of mountain biking. Let's see, about a month and a half ago, I went down to Atlanta and hiked up Stone Mountain with Justin, Trey, and the team.
Wow.
Yep. And Cash and Vic were both there. It was pretty cool.
Heck yeah, man. I want to do trips like this.
It was a long drive.
But
yeah, I'm not answering that phone call. Yeah, because I mean, it was what, 18-hour drive from Vermont down to Atlanta.
Holy man, that's a day.
Yes, it was. I left. Oh God. Yeah, I did it in 2 trips basically. I basically went from here to Maryland and then crashed for a few hours at a friend's house there, and then from there down.
Yeah, like I've been in a car 11 hours and I was ready to kill like anyone around me.
Oh yeah, it was definitely it was interesting, but a lot of times while I was doing the driving, I was practicing the breathing exercises visually as well.
This man.
Like as an example, if you go like one hand up and one hand down, and you squeeze them in and out a lot like this, and then switch them, then you put your hands like this. You feel the vibration between your hands, at that point, that's your energy body activated. You have the ability to control your own energy.
Yes.
When you can feel that energy between your hands, you can visualize it in each color. It's like a color power orb, you place them inside yourself to strengthen your chakras. Then, when you get good at using it, you can change the size and still feel it. You can move the energy bubble out to encompass the room, encompass your town, country, state, world, depending on the practice. So, as crazy as it might sound, I take my third eye purple chakra, and when I'm on long drives, I expand it out to the satellite system. And then I believe I connect it to the satellites for visual representation of where the police are while I'm driving. And by letting the intuition guide me, I made both those trips to Atlanta, one without ever getting pulled over, two without ever having an accident, and three literally letting off the gas, not knowing why, and then looking up and seeing cops. It was straight up strange, but it worked.
It's crazy, man. And I literally just felt that with my hands. I'm trying this stuff more and more.
Well, I mean, we are an infinite expression of God. Anything God can do, if we can visualize it, think it, and create it, we can do it too. Now, I usually prefer to say universal higher power or source energy. I like source energy best because a lot of people get that concept of God and then they get constructs and paradigms from pseudo-religious control mechanisms that have been put in place for centuries to keep people at bay. So
Yeah. It's all the same thing.
exactly.
Like the good intention part of it. Yeah.
I got less than a minute left. I'm going to stop recording.